invite you into a moment of mine that changed my life. And are y'all okay if I just sat down for a second and just had a talk with family?
Absolutely.
Sure.
So, I promised my mother that I would write her a song. Now, my mother had a very eclectic taste, and I mean ranging from Bruce Springsteen to Love Lil Wayne playing on her radio. I can still remember the cover for Made in America, American flag waving in the back, guy with a white t-shirt and blue jeans on. Or one of the funniest moments I had with my mother, when I had to sit down with her and explain to her what the lyrics of Lil Wayne's song, Lollipop even meant. Now, the look on her face after understanding, priceless. But at the time, there was a really popular song on the radio that was done by Drake, had a lot of memes and all that good stuff, and it was Hotline Bling at the time. Now, I plan to sing a little bit of that, but I'm not a singer, I'm a rapper, so I'm gonna leave that part out. I'm pretty sure y'all know what song I'm talking about. I promised my mother that I would do a version of that song for her. Now, she didn't know that I rapped or did music at all. So the very first time she ever heard me, she was bewildered because she couldn't believe, one, that I sound so good. Two, which was the biggest thing, is that being from Baltimore, the words that I was saying, I was pronouncing them correctly. Now, in her heyday, my mom was a poet. So grammar was huge on her. She would drill that into my head. Shortly after that, my mother had went to the hospital. My words to her before she went, I love you. My word to her before she left this earth, I love you. My mother never got the chance to hear that song, and I never decided to finish it. Now I just want you to take a moment to let that settle in. I want you to think about what you have to convey through your dreams, through your goals, and through your vision. I read a quote that said, regret is not that you couldn't finish what you started, but regret is not starting what you could have finished. Now, I don't dwell on a song that I did not get the chance to finish, but now I sit and think of the lyrics that I put into a song that will impact the ears of whoever decides to hear it. That moment in my life with my mom passing, and that song not being finished, shaped the way that I approach my message and approach life as a whole. Now, when I begin a song, and as I start with my lyrics, I listen to them one by one and realize how much it begins to speak to me and speak into my life. I begin to just understand what is happening when I write. Because over time, I had spread so much doubt into myself. I could house a great idea, and then I hear a knock at the door. Are you okay? Are you sure? Or one of my favorite squatters, nah, you're not qualified to do that. And I would allow that to lead me to miss a lot of opportunities, to the point I began to not believe in my abilities and my skills, convincing me so much that I thought that I did not belong in a room with people that was more successful than me outwardly at the time. And now here I am on the TEDx stage. Or I can have a moment which is really interesting, I went to school with the mayor, where my song was shared for his birthday and was played on a post made. I sit down and realize I don't know how much time I do have to accomplish the things that I want to do. But I do realize that I don't have to be afraid to move forward with doing what I have to do. I'm not afraid to show what greatness looks like. I changed my words, which I have seen to be a theme here today. I changed my words in a way that I began to speak to myself that motivated me to get up and no longer be afraid to do what I have to do, to no longer be afraid to be in a room with greatness, to no longer be afraid to share the greatness that is within me through the music and through the things that I do, pushing to provide hope, especially in the city that I live in, when there's so much around and so much of a stigma and so much of a stereotype of how we're viewed. I'm just appreciative now of the opportunity that I have to show forth before I'm gone how I can be impactful, how the words that we share with each other can be impactful to another. I made the decision that I would invite my dreams, my goals, my vision to a listening party with my ambition. To hear for the first time the music that I love and that I'm so passionate about. Just so I would be able to see their faces in disbelief, hearing that I can pronounce all my words correctly. As I got the chance to finally let the hotline bling before time passed, but the words I want to leave with you last before I get off the stage are, do not let your song go unheard. Thank you.